Good morning, everyone. So let's start with our morning review of the market of crypto and go from there. Yeah. So the first thing I want to do is to check what what assets are in play for the day to see if we have something to mark as potential buys for our system or just in general to mark them out like we have been doing. For example, if we have uh, this breakout around here, but I'm not looking to buy here. My style of trading is not buying dips or uh, how can I say it, anticipate strength by buying weakness. That's not what I do. I buy high and I sell higher. BNB, Binance Chain, Solana, Doge, ADA today is up 11%, and according to CoinDesk, it's because Cardano's ADA tokens surged 11% outperforming Bitcoin and Ether after Grayscale Investments applied for the first ever spot ADA ETF. So it's Grayscale is applying for an ETF of ADA since late Wednesday to CoinDesk, mini market. Grayscale, a prominent crypto asset manager, filed to list the first ever spot ADA fund on the New York Stock Exchange. The spot ETF would enable investors to expose cryptocurrency without having to own it directly. So, yeah, these are always good news for any individual coin, right? To bring the investment possibility or the investment possibility to a wider scale of people and investors. So that's always good news. That's why we're seeing such a large move in ADA today. And let's see if it continues. TR Ava, Ava Stone. So it's like people, yeah, awesome. If you caught the bottom before the news and everything like that, that's great. But that's not really the style that I trade. I don't trade on news. I don't trade on narratives. I just trade breakouts. For example, Litecoin. Litecoin has been a very good performance the last few days. If it breaks out, I'll I'll have a position on. And that's what I do. I do a if then type scenario. There's nothing wrong with buying dips if you can do it well. It's just not my style, and you have to stick to your style, to the way you trade, right? Otherwise, you open yourself to randomness, and unless you have a model for it, of course, if I created a model for buying dips, I would definitely be trading it. But right now, most of my capital is where I know makes money, and it is trend following models. TST has been an interesting one. This was one of those plays that, let me increase the chart here. Let me go to the 30-minute chart. This was one of the plays that people were shorting into the listing, into the into the listing, into the exchanges, into the perps, when the perps were listed, and they made a lot of money here. Like if you shorted around even here, you could have gone for a 50% run. But it's interesting that uh, now it's having here somewhat of a short squeeze, right? It's up 50% from this price, and it's up. Let's see, and it's up almost 70% from the lows, right? So always be careful. These things run out of sellers to sell, and when people get stacked up too much on one side, it tends to squeeze them the other way. 1 month. Let's keep going down the list. RPL. I've been watching this one for the past few days, but as you can see, that's why I trade like large time frames, right? You can see that it's mostly a major downtrend. Yeah, sure, it had a big move here, but uh, unless you are trading something like that, something like a surge of volume or something else, I'd argue that these are pretty hard to trade. or to find before time. So arc pping y comma by Fartcoin quantum. So there's a decent move today in the market. I'm seeing a lot of coins jumping out of the lows. XNO. See this behavior of just shooting from the lows seems like a common pattern in these altcoins right now. Ponke, XVS, Combo, Chill Guy, ADA. So ADA we just saw, I'll be looking to buy up there. CRV. Wait, Tau. Even though Tau is interesting, I don't like buying how can I say, non-significant breakout. So this is a 2-week breakout. I would love to buy something like this, like a multi-month breakout, or yeah, like this is the perfect breakout up here at 742 because it's the highest high since the listing. I don't consider this the highest high because this is just listing type of behavior, but after that it kind of topped out here in December, and if price breaks above that December high, everyone will be looking at it. Okay, and yeah, sure, you can maybe buy this breakout here, but in my data, from what I see, they are not as reliable as something that is really apparent to everyone, right? Um, and so I've been avoiding those types of breakouts that are not. In a bull market, everything works, right? You can buy whatever it's up and probably you're gonna make money. But when we have a market like this, and I'll show you what I mean by a market like this, you need to be more selective. Okay, Ban, Pengu. You need to be way more selective because stuff fails more, you know. Sui, the Sui has been one of the largest trades I've ever had, probably. So the first time I entered it was around 1.19 back in September. Then I got trailed off around 1.80, and then I got back in over again at this breakout in November, and I left around January, around these prices here, around 4. Um, you can see always the theme is a massive breakout in terms of time, right? It was almost what, a 6 month, no, not 6 month, but 4 or 5 month breakout. Another breakout of a month almost breakout, and yeah, just and everybody was watching Sui. Once it broke out above the maximum high, like we were talking about, and then it consolidated around these prices, everybody's looking at it, right? It's the strongest performer. And if you want to buy buying strength, so that other people push the price and investors are willing to put money behind and push price in your direction, you want to be putting all the odds in your side, right? And that's what we do. We are like fishermen, right? Every day we come here, we might not lay our lines on the water, but we are watching the water. And when there's opportunity, we take that opportunity, we take out that opportunity as our exposure. But when there's not, there's no point in taking that exposure. We just move on with our day, build stuff, work on risk management, work on your strategies, and that's it. Right, I want to buy here. The portrayal of many people like they come here every day to make money, that's unrealistic. Most people around here don't even trade themselves. You won't ever see them show you a track record or show them positions or whatever. There's so many ways to game the system these days. I don't even know it anymore. Even when people show like a track record from a broker or show that this is a live record or whatever, I'm still highly suspicious sometimes of this of the stuff that I hear from them. No, none of them talk about edge. None of them talk about systems. They just talk about liquidity and liquidity gaps and whatever they say these days. Like, you can prove that. If you can trade off that and make money and money in your bank account, great. I don't mind it. I'm on the opinion that this is a performance game. If you make money watching the moon, the patterns of the moon, I don't care. You still have something there, you know. And when I say make money, making money is not making money is not a good benchmark. All right, risk-adjusted returns is a good benchmark. Everyone can make money in a bull market. Everyone can make money once in a while um, by taking a few trades here and there and getting lucky. Now, risk-adjusted returns on a consistent basis and beating certain benchmarks like the S&P, or if you trade crypto, the BTC market or the altcoin market or whatever, that's the hard part. Making money here and there because you gambled on a meme coin and you got lucky and made money, that doesn't make you a good trader even if you made money. That just made you someone that most likely got lucky, and that's fine. It's fine. I'm not knocking that. Lena, yeah, we're just running through all of these. You see that most of them are already um, AR was also a massive one in January 2024. Um, yeah, you already see that I have most of them already list like with an alert on. These lines you see here, it's an alert. Is it because we do this every day, right? So when people ask me, oh, how do you have such good entries? You never miss a position, right? I do this every day. I'm here every day, just marking levels on a chart and waiting for them with patience. So when they are here, I have capital available. I have I'm prepared, and I just have to put the orders in my account. It's all about having some edge doing this. LDO, that wasn't marked out. Oh, okay, it is. Yeah, it is. I was actually impressed that it wasn't. This is a good breakout. If it breaks out above this, again, good positioning. True Finance, DCR, ACT, Dogs, Voxel, True, Omni, Saga. Yeah, there's not much. I try to look at everything that is at least 5% on the day. During large bull markets, like 5% is like 100 tickers, so it becomes a bit, yeah, a bit extensive to do it every morning, but I still do it because I want to see which ones are showing potential. So if something is up 5% on the day, it is on people's radars, and it's good to know if they are strong. Yeah, good to keep an eye on it. Ondo, for example, see, good breakout up here, so I'll take it. Once it passes above that, you can be sure that I'll be there. OXT, uh, not as beautiful as a breakout as I'd like, but definitely a breakout, and definitely I'll be there. Dent, Doge, Uniswap. I think I had. Yes, I already do. Almost remember this by heart right now. LPTY. I still remember when I traded microcaps in US equities. I also, like, from scanning everything every morning, you start to remember these plays, right? You start to remember their names. So sometimes people talk about some some small cap these days. And I remember, hey, damn, back in the day I used to trade that small cap. So you start to gain a pattern of recognizing that these are stocks in play or coins in play. Okay, so that's enough for today. Um, I just want to show you something. Others. This is an interesting one. I'm gonna pull the monthly chart. So you can see that even though crypto has been on a sim, let me go to BTC first. Even though BTC has been on a massive run, we've uh, broken the tops here, right? Bitcoin is at $100,000, which is impressive. Everyone talking about BTC. Bitcoin is on the political spectrum now. Presidents are talking about them, etc. It's funny because if you go to altcoins, which is what I trade, I also trade BTC, but it's just one asset, right? I usually hold 20 on my wallet on good times. Others, that is the total crypto market excluding the top 10 cryptos, you can see that um, yeah, it's below the March, the first quarter of 2024, so almost 1 year, and it hasn't made any new. It has made new highs, but it didn't last much, right? And it's still below the 2021 top. So altcoins did have a good run here. I've made a very decent amount of money during this time. Other than that, right, it hasn't done much. Yeah, it's 100% move here, but still at the Q1 2024 highs. So this is the reality. This has been a tough market to trade if you are trading um, altcoins. I can't imagine, like, I wasn't trading crypto back then, but I can't imagine what it must have been like during this time here. Quite 10,000%. I can't imagine. Um, and yeah, this is it. Survive the market, survive this market, this hard market, and if it decides to go another leg up, we'll be here to reap the rewards. Have a good day.